Recently, I caught myself doing something I don't think I would have been capable of a year ago. Someone close to me called me inconsiderate. And internally, I felt upset. Not because I believed them, but because I knew I had been considerate. A year ago, I would have fought for the verdict. I would have gathered all the evidence. I would have made my case. I would have needed them to understand. I would have needed them to know they were wrong. Because I knew the actions I had taken. I knew the consideration I had shown. I knew that anytime I felt sick, I offered to stay elsewhere. I kept my distance when necessary. I took precautions. So when I heard that word, there was a part of me that wanted to prove myself, to gather all the evidence, to make my case, to show why they were wrong. But instead, I withdrew, not because I agreed with them, not because I thought they were right, but because I could feel myself getting upset. I could feel myself getting close to escalating, getting close to creating my own storm. Honestly, I didn't catch myself immediately. Next day, another comment was made that rubbed me the wrong way. I felt irritation rising. I remember murmuring to myself, and for a moment, I let it get to me. I even slipped and projected, said something that arose from my irritation, and the second it came out of my mouth, I knew exactly where I was heading. I knew that path. I knew that energy. I knew the version of myself that wanted to keep going, to defend, to justify, to prove, to escalate. And that's when I caught myself. Because a year ago, I would have definitely kept feeding into it. I would have sat in that irritation. I would have stayed in the need to be understood. Instead, I chose differently. Someone suggested I put music on. At first, I didn't want to. Part of me wanted to sit in the irritation. Part of me wanted to stay in the turmoil. But I knew it was a better choice than sitting there feeding what I was already beginning to feel. So I did. And little by little, the storm passed. And that's when I realized something. The biggest thing I've been catching myself doing lately isn't avoiding pain. It's refusing to feed it. I spent years preparing for pain that never arrived, preparing for misunderstandings, preparing for conflict, preparing to defend myself. And lately, I've been realizing that sometimes the suffering wasn't the situation. It was my relationship to the situation. Because when I'm secure in who I am, I don't need every misunderstanding corrected. I don't need every accusation overturned. I don't need every person to agree with me. The moment I stopped fighting for the verdict, I got to keep my peace. And these days, my peace and energy matter more than being right. Catching myself.